I really think that it's okay to make money with Pokemon cards. And before you go completely crazy in the comment section, please listen to what I'm about to tell you. We can all agree that the Pokemon card market has been absolutely going crazy. And many people have made a lot of money from this. And a lot of people say that the market value has increased so much because of scalpers and that they are ruining the hobby. And really, to some degree, I can agree to that. But what a lot of people don't know is that there are many ways to make money with Pokemon cards in an ethical way. I think that there's a golden nugget to financial success. And that's finding something that you like to do, that you're good at, and where you can make money with, and preferably also where you can help people with. Now, Pokemon cards has been that golden nugget for me. And seriously, not through buying every item I could find and selling it for 50 times the MSRP, but actually through ethical ways that probably made me more money than most scalpers do. And honestly, I agree that only focusing on Pokemon cards to make money from it indeed destroys the joy of the hobby. But on the other side, fully ignoring the fact that you can make a lot of money with these cards is also not very smart either. And I actually managed to find a balance between collecting and actually doing what I like with making money with the cards. Because 90% of the Pokemon cards or products that I buy are both a good investment and are cards that I actually like. A perfect example of this is the Victini Illustration Rare Collection box. Because I honestly really like the Victini promo card inside the packs, and I also like the cards in Black Bolt and White Flare. But at the same time, I really think that Black Bolt and White Flare and this collection box is a great investment for your future. And I really think that this balance is key to people who want to collect Pokemon cards but at the same time want to make some money for their future. And there's nothing wrong with that at all, as long as you do it in an ethical way. And speaking about that, there are actually many ethical ways you can make money with Pokemon cards. And my favorite one is probably buying a collection at 80% of the market value and then reselling it. And I was really surprised by all the amazing cards that you get to see when you do this. Because almost every collection that I bought at least contained one card that I either completely forgot about or I didn't even know existed. And besides that, I'm not scamming people by buying their collection at 80% of the market value. Because I agree, it's indeed unethical to pay someone way less than the market value for their collection when the person you're buying it from has no clue at all what their collection is worth. But when I post an ad on, for example, Facebook Marketplace, where I tell people that I'm looking for Pokemon collections at 80% of the market value, people actually come to me saying that they want to sell their collection at 80% of the market value. And they usually do all the math themselves by calculating what 80% of the market value actually is of their collection. So as long as you're buying from someone who knows what the value is, or you tell them clearly this is the value of your cards, and you give them a fair deal, which 80% in my opinion is pretty fair, then I think there's not really anything wrong with reselling. And I could be wrong, but reselling doesn't really destroy the Pokemon card hobby. At least not as much as scalping does. And another ethical and really fun way to make money with Pokemon cards is grading. Because you know how fun it is to hunt for a Pokemon card that you actually like in PSA 10 condition. Especially if the card is really hard to find in perfect condition, it's really fun to do this. Especially if it's from cards that you like yourself. I'm a huge Rayquaza fan, for example, and I also like Mega cards. And since the Mega Rayquaza EX from Celebrations is very valuable in a PSA 10, I decided to go hunting for this Rayquaza in perfect condition like crazy. And trust me, when you actually find that card in PSA 10 condition, and it actually gets a PSA 10, you feel like a kid who pulls a base set Charizard from a base set pack. And I can't say it often enough, but finding the perfect balance between something that you like, you're good at, and that you can make money with is amazing. So as long as you do it in an ethical way, I truly think that it's okay to make money with Pokemon cards. Now, if you want to see me hunting for that Mega Rayquaza EX from Celebrations, make sure to watch this video here of me searching on a Pokemon card convention like crazy for this Rayquaza card. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.